Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. EverBank Field. This EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Leading Carolina now in his second season, there's Dave Canales. Put together a 5-win campaign, taking over the rebuilding Panthers squad last year. And on the other side, one of several first-year head coaches in the NFL this season, it's Liam Cohen. Ball is teed up as rain continues to fall. And we're off from Jacksonville. On the return, here comes Xavier Legette. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. So now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And they're brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his third season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Hubbard quick on the draw. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Hauled down by Andrew Winger.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On third down, it's Young. To the left side, Sanders has it. And that short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short. Carolina in punt formation. And no doubt he wants to get his season started with a good one here. And he drives this one into the pouring rain. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. They're brought out by the 5th-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
Kid, I really think this is one of those moments where every starting quarterback in the opener, right? Week 1, all has a sense of gratitude. All has a smile on their face. You're one of 32 guys on the planet that get to start an NFL season, and you want to make the most of that chance.
And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Kid, all the data lately has taught us really clearly. Sacks, negative yardage plays. They not only just destroy that play, they destroy drives. Well done, defense.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line, 3rd down. Design run for Lawrence. His run, that's about 4, but he's still well shy of that marker. It's 4th down.
Brought down at the 18-yard line.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of reaction time you want when you face a draw play. They broke on it shortly after the draw started, and they contained it to a minimal gain.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And this is going to be his first punt of the new season. He has it at the 33. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return.
First and 10.
The Carolina offense out and ready to go for their second drive. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. They'll start this series with an option left. This drive will begin with Hubbard. Rolling into enemy territory. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of 30.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
That's good for a Panthers first down. A gain of 31 yards. First down, Carolina.
Hubbard again. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Drawing up the design keeper. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
This game has evolved so much over the years, but there's just certain times, there's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that you see Dick Butkus, that you see Jack Lambert, that you see Mike Singletary. These middle linebackers stuffing a run. This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
When they were in our defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Sam Martin not again now to punt it away. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. And a well-placed kick here. Not quite on the goal line, but they're pinned deep at their own 10. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Jaguar offense. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening first down as they take the field a second time. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. He's going to line up in the red for this play back at the 8. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Lawrence working from the gun. Completed over the middle. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful.
3rd and 11.
Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Offside. Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Knocked away and hits the ground, incomplete. That brings up fourth down.
If you keep it stats, that's now 0 for 2 on keeping drives going, and hopefully not an indicator of what's to come. You know, you don't convert on third down. Not only playing against your opponents, you start playing with your own psyche as well.
Return amounts to much. They bring him down. The Carolina offense headed out now. By this point, partner, they are through that opening script, through trying to establish their offense, and yet still no points. Thinking it might be time to start switching things up a little bit, tear up the old game plan and start fresh.
Well, I promise you that's what's buzzing on the headsets and over on the sidelines and in the huddle. Got to find a way to just get into some sort of rhythm.
Counterplay, Hubbard. And he'll stay upright through this lane, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the gun, a run for Dowdle. And this defense is firing to begin the season, huh? Great play to get him behind the line. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force the throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
I guess he didn't really quite know his own strength there. That kick cleared the end zone entirely. It's going to be a touchback. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
Counter give to Etienne. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's good for our Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37. Give up the gut to Bigsby. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Such a cool picture right there of shock and shed. It's what these D tackles work on in the league. You got to shock that offensive blocker, you got to shed him, and you got to make that tackle for loss. Well done.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away.
Holding offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. He gets this one to Strange. And they bring him down after what he thought was a great game, but officials are saying he had some extra help. We got a flag down. I think this might be a hold, partner.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. They'll run here, following the penalty. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold him right at the line of scrimmage, so third down now. These last two snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on third down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
Here he goes, third and long. He's going for it himself. And this one does not go far. Tackled on the play by the rookie out of Ole Miss.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
The Jaguars into punt formation. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. And he's had a very busy game already, Brock. Third time they've called on him as he gets this away. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Devin Boyd on the coverage defensively.
Out of the shotgun, a give to Hubbard. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They run again with Hubbard. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Panthers first down. A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Panthers.
Here's Dowdle straight up the middle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Dowdle again. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
ETN on 3rd down. And they bring him down around the 34. Now after the play, looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Hubbard on the give. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. So 20 yards on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to it. And the stop is made just a couple of yards shy of that end zone. That's a gain of 13, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Panthers first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Dowdle is in for the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers go up 6-0 here in the first. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Matthew Wright for the point after. Bad weather doesn't affect that extra point. It's good. And the Panthers take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Starting at the 10. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10.
Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Offense showing trips outright as they get set for this 1st and 10. They go play action. Lawrence. Finds his man over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. Has some daylight through the 40. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Going to the ground again on 1st. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run.
Evans on the stop. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. The Panthers have taken the early lead. Back to EverBank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Now Lawrence. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. So now here's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Lawrence to throw. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. Here we go on 4th, Lawrence. He's going to run for it. That'll be the 1st and more. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. He has it at the 13. And he gets him out of the deep part of their half. This is out across the 20.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, it's Young. He's got a man left. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Complete to Adam Thielen.
2nd down now, they need 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Up the middle, Hubbard. And he'll scrape together a few yards, but not much. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Young to throw here on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Lawrence throwing here. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And the Jaguars have a first down.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's ETN on first down. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Lawrence looking to throw. Completed left side to Thomas. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. About set. This is 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now it's Lawrence. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The
Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. Jukes away from one. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
That's good for a Panthers first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from 37. First and 10. Here's a run to Dowdle. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Young working from the gun. Pass brought in by Teteroa McMillan. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Nickel look by the Jaguars here, third down.
6 yards. And it's third down.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And that hit at the 5, but got the bounce it needed to reach the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. ETN again. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Defense looking to defend the marker on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Awareness. That's what I call it, Kate. Awareness. You got to have a game awareness and understand the situation. 3rd and long, you should never take a sack. Put the ball in play or throw it away, but don't take a sack in that situation.
Brought down before the return gets far.
Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's going to bring up the Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hubbard again. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Out of the gun, Young. him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Brings up 3rd and 7.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. Making the call himself. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down. A gain of 9 yards and a Panther first down.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. They go right back to Etienne. And that one's going to back the offense up just a bit here.
Holding. Offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Now it's Young. Going all the way to the end zone here. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Young to throw it. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down.
Complete to number 45.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Sam Martin on the punt. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. And he drives this one skyward, hoping to drop it near the goal line. And not his best punt here. He drives it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
They'll give this up the middle to Etienne. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Holding. Offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the gun, it's a give to Bigsby. And second down only works out for a yard.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Lawrence facing third and long. Finds Allen on the check down. And this is going to be fourth down, Brock. He's out of bounds well shy of what they needed there. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first.
It's fourth down.
And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
I know on the stat sheet, Kate, that shows up as passing yards, but any defensive coordinator will take it. Understanding down and distance and keeping that offense short of the sticks.
Jacksonville in punt formation. And he's been one of the players of this game. Something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20. Now, not much scoring to this point, as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Hang with us. More football coming up from EverBank. Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. Looking to throw. Young. This is Legance working the left side. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Young throwing here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on third down.
Third and 14.
They need a good chunk here, at least 14 yards to pick up this first down. Third down run by Hubbard. And he gets him 5, but still a ways short of that line of gain. So here comes fourth down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up.
It's fourth down.
Now Martin comes on to handle the punt. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And they had to wave that white flag on their last drive, Brock, hoping to avoid having to call that punter this time out.
Yeah, you get several chances a game, on average, somewhere around 10 possessions, and you know not all of them are going to pan out. So you got to forget what lies behind and keep pressing on to the journey ahead.
Motioning left is their running back. Lawrence with it on first. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on first down. Here's second and 10. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they stop him before he can reach that marker. And now we've got a penalty flag out too.
Holding offense.
So they'll let the play stand, decline the penalty, and that's going to bring up 4th down. And they'll down this kick at the 11-yard line, so long field ahead on this next possession. The Panthers set to take the field. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. To the air on 1st down. Young. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Boyd on the coverage defensively.
Now Young. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get this one to about the 22 before they take him down. And goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 11. And the Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Young on 1st and 10. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Out of bounds at the 25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings
To the air yet again. Young. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Again, it's Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
And it's 4th down.
Carolina in punt formation. And he's going to effort this from his own goal line. Ball taken in at the 36. Breaks the tackle. He's still going. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Jaguars headed out on offense late in this 1st half. And they'll need to use the sideline and be conscious of the clock here, partner. No timeouts remaining as they try for points. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Once again here, 2nd and 10. Hit behind the line, and the ball is loose. But the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
3rd down and 14.
And the gun on this 3rd down, Lawrence. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Results
Even on third and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force the throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Probably looking at our final snap and a half here on first down. Starting this drive with a design run. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott, and hope you are really today enjoying that dry studio as the rain continues to fall here in our second half. Return coming here from the 12. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here come the Jaguars, taking the field on offense to start the third. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start the second half with ETN. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43. It's ETN. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
He smartly won't risk anything here. Just chucks this away.
Incomplete on the throwaway. It's now 4th down.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
Somebody give this guy a break as he sends his 10th punt away. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. So that's all the way over the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Panther offense headed out to the field. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. This is tough running in this weather out there, but he keeps the feet moving, gains 3. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run again with Hubbard. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Punt team on the field. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. Collects this at the 35. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on him. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pass brought in by Parker Washington. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's ETN on first down. And he's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
They send a receiver in motion right. They give here to the motion man. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Tackle made by J.C. Horn. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. Third down, they need 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. That's caught for the first. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. He'll come up on 1st and 10.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Here's ETN on the give. And this is brought to a halt pretty early at about the 8. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Now it's Lawrence. Pressure gets to him, and he goes down. That's a sack. We do have a marker down. But where it's at on the field, partner, that sure looks like it's in the neighborhood of holding.
Offense.
He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away.
Holding. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
Third and long for him here. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Complete to LaQuint Allen. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
That crunches off the right upright, no good. And the deficit stays at 7.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, it's rejected by the upright.
The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now. 7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
Here's a give to Hubbard. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Short pass brought in. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense.
Offside. Defense.
Easy call for the officials there. He was offsides at the snap, and that's going to cost him.
first down.
A fresh set of downs for him now after the defense jumped. Running it after the penalty. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
ETN again. And that's good for a gain of 5. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle.
Tyson Campbell on
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
ETN on 3rd down. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
15 yards. That's good for a Panthers first down. A gain of 15. First down, Carolina.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Out of the gun, Young. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 36-yard line.
Running with Hubbard out of the gun. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Third and long, Young. Fights out the pressure. But he can't evade that one, and they get him to the ground. And now it's 5 sacks for them in this one. Man, this defense is eating. Latest brings up 4th down.
And it's 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. And that's well into the end zone, so a missed chance to stick them near the goal line. Instead, they're going to have the ball at the 20. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. They left a few on the table there last time out, Brock, settling for a field goal try that missed the mark. Here's ETN to begin the drive. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line. Inside
handoff goes to ETN. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Lawrence working from the gun. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And then brings up third down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Finds the in route complete. And he'll get it up to the 27.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Takes this in at the 25. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself into rhythm, because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1 yard gain. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Hubbard again. A 2nd down run, good for 4, and that brings up 3rd down. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field, and now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Young working from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On now comes their punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And this one's going to approach the 10, but looks like it's down right at the 13-yard line. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with ETN. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I'd like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
On 2nd down, it's ETN. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. And that play right there, Brock, is this game in a nutshell. No points, but plenty of struggles.
What did the late, great John Wooden used to say? Never confuse activity for achievement. We've not seen much achievement today.
Got his man. Thomas has it. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's stopped, so that's going to take us to the end of the third. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. Here's first and 10 from the 47. They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Lawrence to throw it. Here comes the screen for ETN. Fights his way through a tackle. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee.
Holding offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. They're across the 40. Nice run here. And he's down all the way to the 30. They get 23 on that one. And the Jaguars have a first down.
That's another Jaguars first down.
They give up the gut to Bigsby. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Lawrence here, design keeper. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Panthers bringing out a 5th defensive back on 3rd.
It's a gain of 2. 3rd down and 13.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
That's good. 15-yard line.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls.
Holding. Offense.
He got a major fistful of jersey on that play, and it's going to end up costing him. Lawrence looking to throw. Out wide, it's Thomas. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
To number 7,
Let's see what they dial up, partner. This is 2nd and long.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the Panthers' 28-yard line.
First carry now. This is Bashal Tootin. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here's Lawrence to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled for a short gain.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Kicked well, and this is good! And that brings things a little closer here late.
Such a perfect example of a kicker just doing his job. And now it's incumbent upon that defense to give him and their offense another shot.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. He gets with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Carolina offense headed out now. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the 2nd half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every 1st down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
To the air on 1st down, Young. Pulled in by Tommy Tremble. And he's tackled downfield, but look back where that flag rests. Yep, we got a flag in the backfield. I don't think this one's going to stand.
Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Shotgun snap now to Young. Catch made by Chuba Hubbard. He dodged the tackle. And he's going to be run out of bounds. A nice gain, but this is why you don't want to be playing for behind the sticks, right? It is still 2nd down coming up.
15 yards on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 33-yard line.
On the run, it's ETN. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about.
Holding. Offense.
But partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. They'll run here, following the penalty. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
And the Panthers first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hand off to the up back. And they make the stop after giving up 6 yards. Good run on first. It's second down.
Yeah, I know you can read your partner right now, Kate. You know I'm smiling because that was a callback to the early days of football when fullbacks, not running backs, they were the one that led the ground game. He didn't stop at a yard or two, He ripped off a nice chunk for them right there.
And they're not going to give him an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Brought down right at
Big man up front said, "Not in my house." Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this: it's over. Over.
Taking a deep shot here. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Teneroa McMillan that time. And that brings up 4th and short.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a first down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
And this hits at the 4 before taking a bounce into the end zone. That's a touchback. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Here's ETN on first down. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up second down.
Second down now, they need 7. Going with Bigsby here. And that second down run is only going to manage a yard. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
25-yard line. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
De'Ami Brown. Incomplete.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
He's got this at the 27. Escapes a defender. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing now out of the shotgun. He's going to pull this one down and run with it. And he gives himself up after a short gain. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Hubbard trying this up the gut. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that 1st down. Picks up 4. 3rd and a lone yard coming up.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
No run here, ETN. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Gain of a yard. That's good for a Panthers 1st down.
1st and 10 now from the 46. The give to the fullback. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
He was taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Oh, love this. He gets another one. Keep feeding that fullback, baby. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
Sometimes it's not about flash and sizzle, Kate. Sometimes it's about old school football. Give your fullback the ball, and he's going to go get you a couple yards.
Back to throw it. Finds Sanders. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Complete to Jatavion Sanders.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And that is how you pin a team deep. That hits and careens out of bounds at the
3-yard line.
Jacksonville heading out there on offense. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And he will have this to up around about the 15-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Running back sent in motion. Lawrence trying again on 2nd. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on, it's incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Looking to throw. for now. He brings up fourth. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Pass interference. Offense.
Don't want to give them another shot at third down, so they'll bring up fourth while they can and decline the flag. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. Oh, put some air under this one. Right side. He's got it deep downfield. There he goes on the right side. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a fourth-quarter lead. Brian Thomas Jr. the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid, let him run.
Important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. Extra point sent in through the rain. And the Jaguars push their lead to 3.
Panthers 7.
Now is Cook to kick this away. On the return, this is ETN. Finds some space, he's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Panthers set to take the field. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Completed over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Panthers down by only 3. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Back to throw. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls.
Holding. Offense.
So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. He'll look to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Break the huddle, it's 2nd down now.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down.
Setting up to pass.
At the 45-yard line.
Checks this one down, Hubbard. And he's tackled after a nice pickup, but we've got a flag down. This could wipe that play away.
Holding. Offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here he is to throw. Connecting on the slant. On the move, past the 40. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
That's good for a Panthers first down. A gain of 42 yards on the play. And the Panther first down.
To the air yet again, Young. Defense is there, and he's going down. For the moment, we've got a sack. We do, though, have a flag to sort out first before we can lock that in.
Holding. Offense.
Well, that play went for negative yards anyway, so no need for them to accept that penalty. This might be a free play for him. This one won't be reeled in, but they had that green light to take the shot, and they did. Looked like somebody on the defense jumped the snap.
Defense.
Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach.
Still second down.
Well, happy to avoid the pick, Brock, but they're still playing behind the sticks here on second down. Running it after the penalty. He spins right by him. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. Third down. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
Looking to throw it. That's a catch. Looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the... Now, hang on. They want to take another look at this play. And a very important call coming up late in this game.
Previous play is under review.
So what we're all looking for here, did he secure the catch and maintain it while also getting both feet down?
Yeah, this is why it's a perfect look. This is why teams scout body control and field awareness for these pass catchers. For moments like this, he did not have much margin for error, and it happens oh so fast.
So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand.
32-yard attempt.
Looking good, and it's through. And inside the final minute, they've tied this up.
Ties the game at 10.
It's such a confidence builder to a sideline, to an entire team, Kate, when you can rely and trust your kicker in these big moments. He tied it up, and now it's incumbent upon his defense to do their job.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Tootin now on the return. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. And he'll go out of bounds well into enemy territory. It looks like he's right around the 40-yard line.
It's moments like these I remember back to some of the great returners I got a chance to play with, and you could feel it. Before the kickoff even happened, you could feel their energy. They know the moment. They know the magnitude of the return. That guy just captured all of it.
The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. He's keeping it. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Inside handoff goes to Etienne. Oh no, the ball is loose! And they jump on top of it. Ooh, a clutch recovery to clean up the mistake this late in the game. Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game.
Previous play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
So the nice defensive play, all for naught. He was down first, no fumble. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout. So everything comes down to this from Cam Little. Ball on the left hash, 37 yards out. One is good! And barring the unexpected, that's going to be your game winner.
I know that was a kick he could make in his sleep, but with the game on the line, he delivered.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Legets with a return here. And he's brought down Brock, and that brings his ball game to a close. So the Jaguars come away with a win in this one. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today, getting the win in week 1.
Yeah, a bad start, and on the other side can snowball on you. 1 loss into 2 into 3 and so on. But you get that early win, it can get you playing at a mid-season level in the early goings of the season and lead to a really good start that has you talking playoff hopes in the front half of the schedule.
So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.